Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to IA Command. It's TV Boy here, and we have another casual vassal pickup game that it's actually a replay of a log that I took from about a week ago between Matt and Derek. For those who are wondering, I do hang out in the Looking for Game channel when I'm at work, especially now that I'm working on my home computer, and sometimes when I see people, if I'm able to get in when people set up a game, I'll pop into their vassal room and just take a log so I can do these replays, which are really great for making content. So, and then a little note here, I'm actually in my car on my laptop. My wife had a doctor's appointment that I had to take her to, so since I'm waiting around, waiting for her to finish with that, I'm just hanging out in the parking lot, and I thought, well, let's do some of these replays. So I apologize if the audio might sound a little scratchy. It's my laptop microphone, which is pretty decent. I didn't bring my regular microphone, but hopefully it comes out well. All right, let's get to the game here. So we have got Matt and Derek. Derek is the red player here. Matt is the blue player, and these players are playing on the map Jabba's Palace. This is actually a old tournament map. Not that old. It's actually maybe a year or two, just like maybe 6 rotations ago, 5 or 6. So it's actually one of the newer ones that came out after Jabba's Realm. Uh, a fan favorite for sure. A lot of people really like this map. Liked it when it was in rotation. And I think lately we've been seeing a lot of players on Vassal just doing like random maps, which is great. We understand that players want to have rotations, and I can tell you right now as a committee member, this is not a map that we have chosen for rotation. It's in the list, but we currently don't know what map we're going to rotate yet. We're still working on that. More on that for when Season 4 releases later this summer. Okay, so let's talk about the mission here. A new ownership. So both missions for Jabba's Realm have this thing about the gray mission tokens. If you enter those, if a figure enters that space, it suffers a strain, and then you move it down to the Rebel mission token, which is actually in this little pit room down here, which represents the I guess the Rancor room from Return of the Jedi. So that's present in both missions. The objective for this one, I think this is the hold and control. So the door to the Rancor pit is locked. And then, yeah, each player gains 4 VPs for each stash. And there are 3 stashes on this mission. You can see one at the top of the map, one in the middle, where all those crazy walls are, and then one in the Rancor pit. And that door is locked. It's got pretty healthy 8 health with 1 block. So not super easy to take down. Probably take 2 good attacks to bring that door down. And yeah, so that's the mission. It's definitely a hold and control. It looks like Matt has started with initiative and has taken the blue deployment zone. Let's talk about the list here. Kind of similar lists almost, but definitely distinct from each other. So Matt is playing a Han Drakata list. He has also brought Jyn Odan at 5 points, and then he is playing Saska, which allows him to bring in Hondo Onaka. And it looks like in his list he's also got extra armor. I see 4 block tokens there, and most likely he has heroic effort but has not included it. And then the Rebel Care package with Gideon and 3PO. No R2D2 here, no Hera. Just Gideon and 3PO, and the rest are damage dealers, except for I guess Saska would be a support. Looking over at Derek's list, he has brought somewhat similar pieces. So we've got Han Solo, again, just like Matt. But he has gone a bit more of a hunter route and a box route, with like a smuggler's box. So he's got Biv, 8 points, with Season 3. Then he has brought Saska as well, but for his mercenary figure, he has brought Onar. And he also has MHD in his list. So I really like this combo, or this idea of bringing Onar into a Rebel box list with Han and MHD. As we'll probably see later in the match, the ability for Onar to throw an evade, that surge cancel over to Han and then trigger his cunning ability on top of the evade from 3PO makes Han really, really tanky and durable. So some really good synergy there with this box list. So let's get into the game. Like I said, we've got Matt starting with initiative. Both players at 7 activations, so no passing for this game. And let's just get right to it. So first activation is going to be 3PO for Matt. Moving up, focusing his Han. 3PO for Derek. Going to focus his Biv. And we've got Saska moving over to take control of that terminal, it looks like. And Derek Saska doing the same, taking control of the terminal. Gideon activating. Looks like he's pushing Jyn up. And now Gideon activating for Derek, pushing Han forward. Oh, and Jyn Odan has also been focused. Han being focused by Gideon. And now we've got Hondo opening the door. With that 5 movement, he is able to move to relative safety. So now Derek has to decide if he wants to open that door or leave it closed. If he opens the door with MHD, he is opening himself up to getting pretty badly shot, since Gideon's kind of standing in the open there. Looks like he's not going to do that. He's just going to move MHD down towards the terminal. I doubt Derek will be opening that door, which gives Matt pretty good control over that middle room and the stash that lies therein. So, yep, Dracata moving into the middle to take control of that stash. 4 victory points is a lot. These stashes are quite valuable. Derek moving Onar down to the terminal in front of Saska. Checking the terrain there. It's a bit of a complicated tile with the staircase. Alright, now Matt is activating his Han. And he still has Jyn as his last activation. So he's moving Han. Looks like he's going to double move him. It's definitely tricky to try and get an end of round shot without having his Han exposed to an activation attack from Derek's Han. So yeah, he can put him there, but he doesn't have line of sight to Onar from there. And if he goes 1 space to the south, he will still not have line of sight because of that that solid red line that's going to be blocking it. So Derek's put his figures in a pretty safe position from Matt's Han. And it looks like Derek is going to open it. So now that Han and Dracata have activated, it looks like Derek's feeling a lot safer about opening that door for the next round. Possibly, which now exposes Dracata to a double attack from Han. Alright, and now Matt's last activation for round 1 is going to be Jyn Odan. Does have speed 5. Could potentially go for an attack here. Yeah, it could attack Onar and then use Sidewinder to move back into cover. Oh. So Jyn is going to double move. Oh, it puts him right there. So now from there, Jyn can see Han Solo, can see Derek's Han. And she's focused. So I think what's happening here is Matt is hoping to go for a quick draw because Derek's Han is his last figure to activate. If he can pin Han with a stun, that would be really great because it would protect Dracata from being attacked. And that's also contesting Derek's terminal. So Derek's going to activate Han. That's going to have quick draw come out. Jyn, when once per round when a hostile figure declares an activation, Jyn can interrupt to attack that figure. But Han is getting a bonus from 3PO there. So Cunning's going to turn that evade into an extra +1 block. In addition to the evade. Oh, bad roll for Han. Great roll for Jyn. She got the surges she needed to get through 3PO. Her stun does have Pierce 1 in it, so she could Pierce 1 and stun and get the surge for +2. But Onar is going to use Get Down, which adds another evade and another block. So now that's 3 blocks, and that won't be enough for the stun for the last surge. He's going to have to use the surge for +2. So we're going to do 1 damage thanks to all the defensive buffs from 3PO and Onar combining with Han's cunning ability. And that was, oh man, didn't pay off. Big move, big gambit with Jyn. I do love it. I do love seeing Jyn used that way. So now the question is, does Derek go for the double tap on Drakata, or does he try and deal with Jyn? So Jyn could have used Sidewinder there, but I don't think she had really any great places to get to that were going to be safe. I think it looks like she wants to stay and contest that terminal there. So Han's going to go for Jyn. Yeah, this if he doesn't have on the lamb, this might be bad for Jyn. She's only got 8 health. A focused attack from Han and an end of round attack from Han could easily kill her. Let me bring the map up here. So yeah, Matt reminding Derek that he can still use Sidewinder, but she really doesn't have anywhere great to go. She can't get away from Han. So yeah, it looks like she's just gonna stay on the terminal there and try and soak up whatever Han sends her way. Looks like no on the lamb for Jyn. Oh, she is gonna play stealth tactics though. And that gives her the dodge. Big dodge there. Wow. So that's going to cancel out Han's attack. Let me move the map back up. Players are throwing cards on the table here. Why don't we just make this full length? Yeah, that still looks good for you guys. All right, so that is the end of the round. And now we're going to go into the end of round shots. No end of round shots for Matt's Han, but Derek is going to have an end of round shot here on Jyn. Although Matt could draw into on the lamb here. Oh, no. Han, it looks like, is moving to... Oh, he's moving him to take the end of round shot on Drakata. Which makes sense. Wow, so that was a big play by Matt that kind of went south for him, but then saved by the dodge from stealth tactics. So now both players... well, actually, Matt should be drawing 2. And Derek should only be drawing 1 since Jyn is contesting his terminal. Matt scores 4 points from the stash that Drakata is controlling. And now we got an end around shot from Derek's Han into Drakata. So, power token spent by Drakata from extra armor. And looks like Drakata is taking 3 damage. Not bad, not bad for all the defensive buffs on Drakata. Initiative moving over to Derek. Take initiative coming down from Matt. Oh, but Derek's got the negation. This game is just back and forth. I am so glad I was able to log it. This is a great game. So now we've got Derek activating Onar. And the great thing about doing this, so right now Jyn can shoot at any of the 3 figures, either Saska, Onar, or 3PO. But by activating Onar, He mitigates the stun from Jyn's quick draw or hair trigger. But it looks like Matt is deciding that it's probably now or never for that quick draw trigger to happen. So even though he knows he can't get a stun on Onar, he's just going to go ahead and use it while he can, while Jyn's still alive. Because this is going to be a focused attack from Onar, it looks like. Or, excuse me, this is a regular attack from Jyn. He's going to use Get Down to stop the surge for +2 and takes 4 damage. And now the, looks like an unfocused attack from Onar. And, just a terrible roll. No, not even any evades for Cunning. Great roll for Onar. Can easily use that surge for the -2 +2 damage. And there, assassinate. That is a one-shot on Jyn from an unfocused Onar. Just kind of a bad dice roll for Jyn there. So Matt using heroic effort. Looks like he's putting a card on the bottom. And now we've got Onar moving up next to Han, though he's already used Get Down on himself on Jyn's attacks. So just moving him into position. I think we'll see the stashes will play a big role in this game. Alright, Hondo moving up, taking a shot at Gideon, standing out in the open. And Derek not going to pay. So that is going to hurt a lot for Gideon. 6 damage. Oh, that red die let him down there. Looks like he's going to be one short of getting that kill. Derek accidentally hit the wrong button. That's why you're seeing that random dice. So 4 damage to Gideon. Just needed one more pip on one of those dice to deal the full 5 for Matt. And that's going to be it for Hondo. Derek is activating Gideon, of course, since he looks like he's about to die. Plays Recovery. Interesting card there. Probably fits well with his strategy of doing a lot of healing. It'll be interesting to see. It looks like he is focusing Han. So recovered and focus Han. Leaves him at 3 health left, which is not that much still, even with the recover. So now we've got Saska activating for Matt. Interesting that he's not going with Drakata, kind of leaving Drakata out in the open, but Drakata can't really escape. So it makes sense to maybe stall with that. Black market prices being played by Saska. He's going to draw 2, and he gets to discard 1, and he gets victory points for the cost. So it's going to be an extra 1 victory point by discarding Veteran Instincts. Great card with Han to get that evade. And looks like she is moving to control that middle stash. So Matt playing to the objectives here. Derek forced to be in a more passive role because of the way his list works. He wants to keep everybody sort of close. And yep, MHD can do his thing. 3PO can do his thing, adding evades, and same with Onar. MHD recover 3 on Onar. Now Matt Strakata is activating now that MHD has moved up. Looks like a very ripe target for a demolish token. Oh, actually, sorry, that was Gideon focusing Drakata. Okay, so now looks like Saska. Oh, okay, Derek activating Saska. Jumps into the Rancor Pit, right down the hole. Takes a strain as damage, and looks like he's going to go and contest that stash down in the Rancor Pit. Makes sense. Saska not really contributing much to the fight, so send her off to do some objective work far off on the other side of the map. Matt activating 3PO. don't think you focused anybody there. Just moving down to sit on the terminal, not distracting anybody. Here comes a focused Biv. Gonna take a shot at Drakata. Biv does now have multi-fire, and he could totally do a multi-fire on Han and Drakata, but it looks like he's just doing a regular attack to help break through Drakata's extra defenses. So it looks like that's going to be another 3 damage on Drakata. No hunter cards or anything like that. And now Drakata's activating, and now I think we're going to see... Oh, a focused attack on Gideon. Not really what you want to be doing, but definitely doesn't want to be taking a focused return fire from Han. That's enough to kill him. And I suspect we'll see either a shrapnel or a blast 2. So we're going to use blast 2 with the surge. And now we see the demolish token coming down to hit Han, Onar, and Biv for 1 damage each. And Matt discards planning from the top of his deck for the strain. Oh, and it looks like Drakata's going to jump into the Rancor pit as well. Discards let's make a deal from the top of his deck for the strain. And sends him down to the safety of the Rancor pit. This is great. It leaves Derek without kind of out of position here now that all of the targets that were up in the north side of the map are gone. And is contesting the stash now against Derek Saska, who isn't really much of a match for Drakata one-on-one. Alright, so Derek activating 3PO. Gonna focus Onar and stay right there. And now we've got Matt's Han as the final activation of the round. And he's going to go after MHD, who is doing a lot of work. And I have always said, if your opponent is playing a medic strategy, the best strategy is to kill the medic first. Ooh, focused tools for the job. I think unless MHD has Miracle Worker... Oh, no. Oh, Han. Oh, and he rerolls into nothing. Oh, horrible oversurge. That's going to be only about 5 damage. 5 damage. Oh, terrible. Terrible roll. But he does have an end of round shot. Oh, Derek sending Han into the Rancor pit. After Drakata, it's turning into a party down there. It's going to take a shot at Drakata. Much better than Matt's attack for sure. That's going to do a lot of damage. That is looking like 5 damage to Drakata. 1 short of the 12 to kill, but again, there's an end of round shot at play. That's the end of round 2. Looks like that southern stash is contested. Matt's got the middle stash with his Saska, so he's going to get another 4 points, going up to 9. And now we've got end of round. Derek has initiative, so he gets to make his end of round shot first with his Han Solo against Matt's Drakata. And there's a celebration. Ooh, so that's going to be, what is that, 13 points for Derek. Puts him way in the lead. So far, it has been only objective scores, so now that figures are going down, scores are going to start going up. End of round shot for Matt, taking that shot at the MHD, who should not be alive. And unfortunately, that means Derek has now gotten a chance to draw 1 card, though Matt has drawn 3 because he controls that terminal. He's going to draw with heroic effort before he attacks with Han. Derek's saying he's going to roll dice just in case. No Miracle Worker. And MHD goes down. Score is now 14-18. Derek's in the lead. But if Matt can take out some of these figures, it feels like he's falling a little bit behind on material. Especially now that he's got Saska in a bad way with Derek's Han. Alright, Matt taking initiative. Derek playing take. It sticks. No negation. Looks like Saska's activating. Oh, right, that's Derek Saska down in the pit. Oh, no, it's Biv. So Biv activating. Gonna take a shot at Hondo. Yeah, he exhausted the wrong card there. On the lamb, coming out. That was not a multi-fire. Matt clarified with Derek. So now the question is, where will Hondo go with on the lamb? There's certainly a lot of options for breaking line of sight. I think he's thinking, where can he go that he can get the best shot on Onar, probably. Alright, so now Hondo activating. Gonna go for Biv. Derek's not gonna pay. And now Hondo can play Wild Attack after Derek has chosen not to pay. Don't think he really has any way to mitigate the white die. But it doesn't, no dodge, so that's a big attack. Whew. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Minus 2 blocks, so 7 damage to Biv with that Hondo attack. Unfocused even. Yeah, when I see that kind of stuff, that's the kind of damage I think we should be looking at for 6-point figures. Okay, so Onar, exhausting for Derek. He's gonna slam. He's gonna use Rush to send Biv into the pit. So some nice little synergy there, and then take the stash. And Biv takes another strain. I don't think he should have taken a damage from Rush. I believe Rush only damages hostile figures. But Derek discarding for the strain when he goes down the chute into the Rancor pit, and that is Hour of Need being discarded. Alright, so now we've got Han activating for Matt. Looks like he's going to be moving up and taking a shot at Onar. He's standing next to Derek's 3PO. You do not get distracting from standing next to your opponent's 3PO, though. So here's a unfocused attack with the reroll. Onar still has get down, but Derek's going to save it. So that's 7 damage. Going to put Onar at 4 health left. Could definitely go down to an end of round Han shot. But it looks like 3PO is going to also jump into the Rancor pit. Derek's got quite the Rancor pit party in there. He takes the damage from going down the chute. And now we've got Saska activating. Important to remember, Derek's figures are red bordered. Matt's figures are blue bordered, since we do have a lot of duplicates in this match. So blue Saska activating. Ooh, gonna play Intelligence Leak. So let's actually see what cards we're looking at here for Intelligence Leak. Oh, there's only one card in Derek's hand, though. I'm not sure. And it's Extra Protection. So Extra Protection goes. Saska takes the damage for that. Probably was checking to see if there was on the lamb. And now he's gonna go for. Looks like he's gonna go for Onar. I'm not sure about that placement though. Oh, he's not. Does that block line of sight from Han to Onar? Oh, Derek says he really likes that move, though. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what the thinking is with that move. It feels like he's just blocking Han's line of sight to Onar for the end of round shot. Well, we'll see. I'm sure it'll... Oh, okay. There it is. Oh, nice. So Gideon activating, now able to push Saska the remaining 2 spaces to contest the stash and deny Derek those 4 points end of round. Nice. So now we've got Derek's Han Solo in red. I think he just opened that door with an action, and I think that door is locked. Oh, it's locked to figures in interior spaces, so a figure that's in the Rancor pit can unlock it with an action. Interesting. It's been a while since I have played on this map, for sure. It's really fun, though. This is a great map. Definitely one on our short list for rotation. All right, 3PO activating for Matt. Looks like it's his last activation. And he's going to focus Hondo, and that is the end of round 3. Scoring, it looks like Matt's going to go up. Looks like both players are actually going to gain 4 here. And it looks like Derek is getting an end of round shot on Hondo, who is now being protected by 3PO. No, there's going to be tools for the job. Players are gaining their points. So, oh, and they should be drawing cards. Both players have given up terminals, just drawing 1 cards. And no cards being played. There is a block token, though, for Hondo. Reroll on the blue, and it looks like 5 damage to Hondo from Han. All right, now we got Matt's end of round shot on Onar, and this could be big. If it can take out Onar, this might push Matt ahead, as he is going to have initiative going into the next round as well. Ooh, big attack. That is going to do it. Matt gaining 6 victory points. Initiative shifting over to Matt for round 4. Players remembering to do their heroic effort triggers. And now Matt is activating Hondo. Plays... Uh-oh, is that Hondo playing Heart of Freedom? Yeah, Hondo cannot be playing Heart of Freedom. Derek reminding Matt that Hondo is not a rebel. But I don't think he's seen it. What's happening here? Okay, well, Derek did point out that Hondo is not a rebel and cannot play Heart of Freedom. So I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, it does look like he took it back, but I think he forgot to put the damage back on. He should have 5 damage on him. Looks like he's playing Urgency. I'm not sure. Oh no, it's Toxic Dart, so it's going to weaken and deal a strain to Han, who discarded Urgency. Now he's going to attack Han, who plays On the Lamb. That's going to strip Hondo's focus. Derek saying that was the best heroic effort draw he's ever had. I guess he must have drawn On the Lamb with the heroic effort from Onar going down. There's the damage going back onto Hondo that he should not have recovered from Heart of Freedom. And, uh-oh, I think that means there's a return fire here. Yeah, I think that should have been a return fire from Han onto Hondo, but I think Derek missed it. So it looks like, excuse me, Han is activating. And he's going to Derek's Han is activating and going to shoot at Matt's Hondo. No cards for Hondo. Good shot. Hondo going down. And that's going to push Derek back into the lead here. 28-24. Whew, not sure what Matt can do except maybe the objective game. He might have to jump down into the Rancor pit to catch up to Derek's figures. Okay, Derek is moving him down one space. So Matt activating Gideon is going to focus his Han from across the way. Derek activating 3PO. Looks like he's double moving to get him next to his Han. And now we've got Heart of Freedom being played by Matt's Han. Not going to get any recovery. Yep, he's going to jump down into the Rancor pit using those extra movement points. And then, let's see. Discarded 1 in a million off the top of his deck for the strain. That's Jyn Odan's unique card. It looks like he's going to take a shot at Biv. Going to try and take out Biv. Focused. Biv goes down. Matt back in the lead, 32-28. This game, great plays. Able to follow Derek into the pit there and take out that weakened or damaged Biv Bodrick. So it looks like Derek activating his Saska. Just going to sit there, he says, going to contest that stash. And it looks like they're playing this as the last round. That's going to be it then. That's the game. Derek conceding to Matt, 32-28. Great game. Yeah, really loved it. A lot of back and forth. This map is definitely a lot of fun, and both players played really well. I love some great play and risk-taking by Matt with Jyn Odan, even though it didn't quite pay out or pay off. But in the end, was able to take that game, even with losing some substantial figures. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that game, and we'll see you next time. Later.